Hi everybody, welcome to G4G here on YouTube. Today we are back in DC Comics Legends to take a look at video number 2 for this game. Mostly because on the first day of this game being live, there was a lot of problems with it. And it was just like really unstable. And it was just tough to get a good video out. Now I got it out there because I wanted it to be timely. But, there was only so much that I could do with the way that the game was. So today we're going to go back in the game and take a look at some of the stuff that I couldn't cover the first day because the game is more stable. But this game doesn't like emulators for shit. Even in Koplayer, this game has a lot of issues. And I really strongly, hyperly, megally, maximally recommend you just don't run this game on an Android emulator. If you have a tablet and you have a phone, do it there. If you're like me and you have those things, but you do them on your PC because it's easier and stuff. I'm going to be doing videos of the game on an Android emulator, but I'm not going to play it on one because it's a pile of shit on an emulator. And supposedly, people have said that on the forums for DC Legends, developers have stated we don't really care about emulators. So before we get into that, there have been some people saying that trying to install Koplayer has given them a quote-unquote Trojan, and then Koplayer and the game were laggy and just altogether shitty. I want to touch upon that right now. I am loading up malware bytes over here. Otherwise known as MBAM. And there is a reason why I'm loading this. I want you to see that this is up to date and everything. I just ran this before the video and I scanned clean. I also, now while I did not run a rootkit or spybot search and destroy, I also ran super anti-spyware and had nothing but ad stuff from just browser. I am testing clean. So for those people who got the Trojans, like Kingfisher and somebody else in his comments, I believe what happened is you got the false positive. The other thing that happens with this emulator is you want to make sure you choose this when you set it up. So this is the beta version, okay? This isn't the stable version they listed on their site. It's the beta version. When you install it, you are given a choice between speed mode or compatible mode. I picked speed, and everything has worked fine other than Oz. Even when I go to compatible mode, Oz the Broken Kingdom, at least on the laptop, doesn't work. Now, what some people have said is make sure you have 2 gigabytes of RAM dedicated to the emulator. Speed mode, and this is a big thing here. When I was putzing around their forums about this Trojan that everybody was talking about, and seeing if I've seen any reports on their forums, because I do my research, a lot of their support talks about this virtualization technology. I have already had this on. So basically a lot of modern motherboards and chips have a setting in the BIOS that you turn on that allows the computer to emulate other operating systems, not the standard. And since Windows and Windows 10 and the everything is pushing security at the hardware level, you have to turn on virtualization. I bet the people who said that DC Legends ran shitty in Koplayer is because virtualization was not turned on. And I bet if those people went to software settings, they probably are not on speed, but they might be. But I would bet $1,000,000 virtualization is not going to be on. See how mine says 100% performance? I remember, I think back for BlueStacks, I had to have virtualization on at the chip level. So, to those of you who think Koplayer is a pile of virus-ridden shit, I truly say you guys are having false positives. However, DC Legends may not play like shit when you launch it, but it doesn't like emulators. It's cats and dogs. And I don't know that this software house is ever going to care. So, here are some of the issues I ran into it. I did this video a little while ago, but deleted it because it was too long. I want to knock it down a bit. So I avenged one of my losses over here. This. I won, but just like this, the old throwback to Marvel Avengers Alliance, when it was the end of PvP day, I just sat there with my animated characters and the enemy team was dead. And it wouldn't let me out. And if I hit the back arrow, it's like, do you want to retreat? I was like, no, that sounds like a loss. So I hit the multitask button, or the window button of Android, swiped it away to close it and went back in. And as you can see, it counted it as a win. I don't know if I get the trophy back or how that works when you avenge, but this one, I saw this one earlier, IQ, and I went to revenge it, and I saw the guy's loadout, and I was like, no, I don't want to waste it. Let's see what this guy looks like. Yep. Fuck that. And this is a battle that I took. This guy was not 796 when I fought him. I fought him in the 800s. I think he took a loss as I was fighting him. So it looks like I really beat up on a crippled granny in a wheelchair for that one. And then this was the first ever match that I ever did, and I won. I have not lost an offense yet. So I wonder what is the difference between a +4 and a +14. Let's see what is the deal. So I outclass this guy, and it really, I outpower him, and I really have good counter classes. So that would probably be a weak victory. That's why that's a 4. Let's see why this is a 14. Because he outpowers me. Okay. So it seems like this game is a little bit of a combination of Marvel Future Fight's older PvP, where you can kind of pick and choose your battles, but at the same time Marvel Avengers Alliance 1, where you will lose on defense. So let's pick a cheesy shit battle here. That's 32 to 28. Got a healer on that one. Let's see, does this first guy have a healer? A healer and... I think I want to go for the other one, because that one's Wonder Woman and the healer. Okay. So this is predicted to be a mop-up. As we're loading up, you will see that much like a lot of... Oh no. Well, I just said I shouldn't do PvP on an Android emulator, and here I am doing it. I'm contradicting my own dumbass self. See, I mean, this is what you get. And you saw me go through it. You saw me clean my memory within the Android emulator before I went in. I'm going to be looking at my Windows stuff right here. That's from Paladins. We can get rid of that. Nothing exceptionally crazy in my Windows Task Manager. Other than click to run, which I always get rid of. That's just TeamViewer service. My TeamViewer is not up. Do it again. I mean, this game just don't... I mean, I don't think I want to play around with a virtual machine heap size or anything, but just don't expect to do anything important in this game on an Android emulator, even one where it works like Koplayer. One thing I want to show you about this Koplayer full screen, the graphics don't suffer. This looks pretty at full screen. And I wonder if... Did it knock that guy out? Is this still the guy? I'm not going to battle him. He's still there. Okay, it looks like it maybe didn't count. Well, I'm not going to show you PvP because I don't want to risk it. But you can see... Oh, it finally have rewards over here. You can see what it is like to play this game on an Android emulator. My first video, this was all blank. Wow. Their levels are low, but their power... So, you have teams over here. I have one with a healer in. And... this one I made for my PvP, and this was my PvE loadout. Now, it has 10 greens, which means the more blues that I bring in, the better off I am. They only have 2 reds. Red is good against blue. So, if I bring in Wonder Woman, I should technically be in a better spot. Should be good. Okay. Let's give this a try. So, a lot of us received Wonder Woman twice. I don't know what caused it, but a lot of us were fortunately able to bump our Liberty Maid up to 4 stars instead of 3 because of that bug or intended effect or whatever. I like that because she's pretty good. It seems like buffers in this game are going to be the blues. And the blues are either going to be healers like Zatanna and Raven, or they're going to be supporters like Wonder Woman. So Wonder Woman has that strength buff that she gives the whole team. Now, as I was starting to say, is that if you've gotten used to some modern mobile games, you'll know that they have autoplay. Marvel Future Fight has it. MA2 added it. You know, some games have auto clear, like Marvel Future Fight, but then some of them have straight up, you know, you drop in the mission, the AI controls your characters. Do not run this game with the AI if you can really help it. It is dumb as fuck. The AI for this game is just dodo dumb. I mean, I have seen one enemy on the other side near death, and the Sinestro uses the AoE. This wombo combo over here says that if Green Lantern is shielded, which is the middle one, the hammer ability will stun, aside from doing damage. I've seen it just use the hammer without being shielded, so please do yourself a favor and listen to my advice. 1, don't risk PvP on Android emulation if you can help it. If this is the only way you can play the game, then I'm sorry, it's gonna be risky. And you may be in for some shit. If you are in one of the groups that I'm in on Facebook, and you play this game on an Android emulator, if I see screenshots of your problems, and be like, what does do, what I fix, how I go, I win battle, I know win battle, I swear to God, I will unleash the gates of hell on you. I am so tired of seeing... Well, here we go. This is what happened to my PvP before. I mean, look. I cleared the memory. It actually listed rewards this time. If I went over and played this on a tablet right now, I would probably have no issues. So, I swear to God, if you're in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, and you're playing this game on an Android emulator, and you're like, look what game do, I know how to fix, I will probably go off on you, because I'm so fucking tired of seeing it over the last month or so, when all the proof is out there. it doesn't like Android emulators. And people are saying on the official forums, the software house has said, we just don't care. So, you're warned. This is your warning right now. I will chew you up if you post issues about this game and you're running it on Android emulation. Or if you post issues with the game and you're not running Koplayer, which is the best thing that we've got. I mean, here, it thinks I completed, it at least thinks I started it. Let's see if it actually chewed up my entry. It did. I don't know if I got any rewards. Well, let's see if I have a Bane. I might not know because it's random. So, well, I might have gotten a Bane. Maybe it is completing. You just don't know about it because it seems like I got credit for the PvP and it seems like I got credit for this. Even though I didn't see it. So, that looks like Groot, doesn't it? Doesn't that look like Space Groot? So, once you do, like, a heroic or a regular battle, you can hit Speed Force, which is like Marvel Future Fight's clear tickets. You don't get the experience, but you still lose the energy, and you get the rewards. This might be something safe to do. And now suddenly it's not. Oh my god. No, there it goes. You often get the Speed Force back. It's very, very hard to get low on clear tickets because you just get them right back. And as you can see, it still uses energy. Now, another word of advice. In this game, try to keep your energy as low as possible because at least in the beginning, you level up so much. And the worst thing that could happen is for you to be at 60 to 60, 70 to 70 energy, and you level up and you get no resets on your energy. So now you're just 61 out of 61, and, you know, you could have used 60 units worth of energy and 61 units worth of energy in a game. And as you can see, I can't even collect my rewards, which is probably the last thing I need for the... Don't anybody dare complain about this game on Android emulation. Until somehow this is fixed, just don't do it in my presence. I will absolutely kill you. If you're a split person like me, like my Marvel Future Fight stuff is split. I do the important stuff on my tablet, and I do the auto run stuff on my computer. So, if you plan on splitting your DC Legends between a tablet... See, I just leveled up. I leveled up, didn't get the screen. I'm now up at 72 energy, and I was down in the 30s or 40s. That's exactly what I mean. You've seen everything that I've talked about so far. You've seen the crashes with the Android emulator. You've seen the incredible amount of leveling up you do in this game in the beginning. Keep your energy low. Don't get full energy when you're ready at full energy. I did this the first time. It was tough. I lost one of my dudes by the end of it, which is why I only 2-starred it, and I didn't even try the 25 version. So, this is Shit Joker. I'm just going to call him Shit Joker because it's Jared Leto's Joker. And that's no Joker in my book, so he's Shit Joker. Here's what I've got so far. My greens are my best. Because I fight so many reds in PvE. It feels like I'm always going in with 1, 2, 3. Sinestro's da bomb. Deadshot is da bomb. Liberty Maid over here, da bomb. She is one more heroic clear away from leveling up to 2 stars, which is nice, because that's my healer for now. He's Poop Arrow. I just don't find him to be a good character. He's Poop Man. I just don't find him to be good yet. Looking forward for Bane, man. That's cool if I get to unlock Bane. I feel like I need some better reds. I feel like my reds right now, other than Deadshot, are just poop. So he's carrying my reds. These three are all good for my green. I like my greens a lot. I mean, Flash doesn't hit that hard, but he does get pretty annoying. And Green Lantern's got an ability here on Power Gauntlet that says a chance to apply a 15% shield to a random teammate. I honestly don't think it's random. It seems to go on Flash more than anybody else. For the life of me, when I first started playing the game, I could not figure out what was giving Flash a shield. And I'm pretty sure it's his buddy, Green Lantern, over there doing it. So, see you later, Poop Arrow. Solomon Grundy is your PvP reward. How I have 6 Solomon Grundys already, I don't know. There's Shit Joker. I call this Righteous Superman. I call this Smirky Superman. I know that's Shazam. But tell me that doesn't look like Goody Two-Shoes Superman, and then that looks like I have to shit Superman or something. There's another Batman. There's a less poop-looking Poop Arrow. There's Will Smith. There's Will Smith as Deadshot. Lex Luthor. I still say that looks like Namor. Doesn't that look like Namor to you? That's a fucking Joker right there. Scarlet Witch, classic Wonder Woman, bad hair Tank Groot. No, I'm kidding. Swamp Thing. Classic Harley Quinn, the Necromancer from Diablo 2, Hot Girl, Cheetah. Hey, look, it's Tiger, everyone. Oh, I'm just gonna have so much fun poking fun at this game. Birdman. Girl. I'm just Scarlet Witch. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, every time well, yeah, you're not Scarlet Witch. You're Star Sapphire. However, you are Scarlet Witch. You're Ben Affleck. You don't even look like a superhero. Dr. Fate. Kind of looks like the original armor for Iron Man in the movie, just not as fat. That just looks like a steaming pile of robotic turd. That looks like a robot that a robot in Fallout 4 would make if it ran out of materials and had to scrounge for it. That's what that looks like. Lex Luthor. So my guess is that the blues are going to be kind of supporty. So let's look at White Lantern, Sinestro, White Knight, Life Itself. Supporty, sort of. It's the Buffy kind. Death immunity, yeah. I think your blues are going to be your supporty types in this. Let's look at another blue. Solomon Grundy's blue seems odd. Taunt. Yep, there's a support. He's a tank. So the game does have taunts, by the way. I started running into that in PvE. Basically, you don't know you got a taunt effect, sort of, until you try to click on everything else and you think maybe your tablet's broken. And then you're like, oh, this guy looks like he's got a shield. Yep, I tapped on him and it worked. So, some pieces of advice I've learned since playing this on live. Really don't do this on an Android emulator if you can help it. I mean, this is the one where it works and it still doesn't work. Do it on tablets or phones if you've got the choice. If you're a split person like me, do the important stuff on the tablets and phones, like PvP, and then do the menial shit on Koplayer. Also, don't trust the AI. I'm going to show you what it is like to trust the AI on autoplay. So, well, no, I can't because I have no fucking buttons. God damn this stupid game. Yeah, let me just tell you some examples what the AI does. Green Lantern, he will use the stun move if he's shielded without being shielded, so you're wasting the potential stun. Not that I think this is particularly bad, but Wonder Woman will open up with the AoE instead of buffing herself and then AoEing. Sinestro will AoE down single targets. The game loves AoE. The AI absolutely loves AoE. If it's available, it'll use it, even if it's not logical. It will use AoE healing, even if it's not logical. Like, my Zatanna was like the second person to go into combat. Nobody on my side taking down. Heal. I was like, oh, I was watching this going, I'm so glad this is like level 1s that I'm fighting against, because this is just bad. Like, Marvel Future Fights AI, especially on Autoplay Plus, is pretty good. This game is just dick. Just AI. I mean, this is no Skynet AI over here. This is not DeepMind from Google. This AI can't make toast. It's going to put butter in the toaster oven, close the lid, and put the toast on top, and then unplug the toaster. That's how bad this AI is. You're going to come downstairs, there's going to be a pat of butter inside the toaster oven, a piece of white bread sitting on top of the toaster, and the toaster will be unplugged, and the AI is going to sit there with a smile on its face like it did good. Like a puppy that finally figured out how to go outside to shit. So that's DC Comics Legends for you guys. That's what we've got going so far. I got videos coming up on Oz. Still have to do the initial video on Oz the Broken Kingdom. Iron Maiden, I want to open a Legendary Soul on camera and talk about some stuff going on over there. So that's what we've got going on. And if you're a BlizzCon fan, don't forget, we still got more BlizzCon today. See you later, everybody.